Decentralization is the key to freeing humanity from governments and their money printing machine. In this way, cryptocurrencies can be the new global revolution. Every cryptocurrency wants to contribute to this revolution in some way. But in this channel, we look at one of the most special ones, named XRP. Hi guys, welcome back to Crypto Market. We are here with the hottest economic, financial, and of course cryptocurrency, especially XRP news. Missed all the excitement yesterday on the Gensler hearing. I am in London spending time with our team, focused on growing our business. Can't tell you how inept the SEC looks from this side of the pond. According to Ripple's General Counsel, Stuart Alderete, Ripple is expanding business in London. He and other team members have been focused on growing Ripple's business in the United Kingdom. However, Alderete didn't share further insights into how Ripple intends to grow its business in London. Meanwhile, he took out time to slam the United States Securities and Exchange Commission for being inept. In a response to Alderete's tweet, John E. Deaton tweeted that if I'm a UK regulator, I'm salivating at the disaster going on in the US and thinking to myself, what an opportunity. Well, friends, the open arms of the UK are waiting for Ripple. This place is becoming a world leader in this space. Hasta la vista, United States. Jeremy Hogan shared this news and said goodbye to the US. EU Parliament approves crypto licensing funds transfer rules. The vote clears the way for landmark MiCA regulation to take effect in 2024. Lawmakers in the European Union on Thursday voted 517 to 38 in favor of a new crypto licensing regime, markets in crypto assets, MiCA, with 18 abstentions, making it the first major jurisdiction in the world to introduce a comprehensive crypto law. The European Parliament also voted 529 to 29 in favor of a separate law known as the Transfer of Funds Regulation, which requires crypto operators to identify their customers in a bid to halt money laundering, with 14 abstentions. Although the EU rules are not perfect, they are better than what we have in the US. In my opinion, cryptocurrency could be a useful tool for the EU to dethrone the US dollar as the global reserve currency. Business of Ripple is selling more XRP than it buys, Forbes Report. John Hyatt, senior wealth reporter at Forbes, has published an investigative report on the business practices of Ripple, and the company doesn't really come out well. Specifically, it's about the purchases and sales of XRP and how Ripple allegedly whitewashes its numbers to market its core business. Cross-border payments with and without XRP are known to be the core business of Ripple, with only one line of business really making money, the one with XRP, according to Hyatt. Because of this, the company is keen on good marketing that sells the rapid growth of its XRP-based on-demand liquidity payment technology. In a Twitter post, Ripple CTO David Schwartz diffused heated debate regarding this matter. The CTO explained that the purpose of developing Ripple is to ensure a wider distribution of XRP. This strategy will help the company generate huge income from XRP retail sales and also support its operation. Before now, Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse stated that XRP retail sales had supported the survival of the firm. Italy may ratify EU bailout fund reform if turned into growth instrument. Italy is ready to consider ratifying the reform of the Eurozone's bailout fund for countries and banks cut off from markets if it is transformed into a growth instrument, Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni was quoted as saying on Friday. Under the reform agreed at the EU level in 2021 but still not ratified, the €500 billion ESM would provide a backstop to the Single Resolution Fund, which is responsible for dealing with failing banks in the context of the European Banking Union. Meloni, who has often criticized the reform of the ESM due to concerns it would increase the risk of a restructuring of Rome's huge national debt, told Il Foglio Daily that the instrument was obsolete. Signing off on the reform as currently proposed would not be a far-sighted decision, she added. Japan's broadening inflationary pressures test BOJ's dovish stance. Japan's consumer inflation held steady above the central bank's target in March, and an index excluding fuel costs rose at the fastest annual pace in 4 decades, data showed, indicating broadening price pressure in the world's third largest economy. The data may keep alive market expectations that the Bank of Japan could begin to phase out later this year a massive stimulus program that has drawn public criticism for distorting bond markets and crushing financial institutions' margins. Inflationary pressure is proving stronger than expected and could last for longer than thought, said Shinke Yashaki, chief economist at Daiichi Life Research Institute. But there is still a lot of uncertainty on whether wages will rise durably and underpin consumption, which may keep the BOJ in a holding pattern. Well, it seems that BOJ is in for a challenge. Let's hope their dovish stance uncovers a favorable solution for Japan's inflationary pressures. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and watch our other videos to know more about XRP, Ripple, and all world's economic news.